Yo soy Fernando, soy de Lima, pero como la gran mayoría de limeños, soy hijo de inmigrantes.
Mi nombre es Carol y bueno, yo también soy hija de inmigrantes de la parte de la costa del Perú.
Ambos somos fundadores y creadores de este proyecto AMAPOLAY, Manufacturas Autónomas. En específico nos dedicamos a la manufactura textil, ¿no? Por lo general lo que hacemos es llevar piezas gráficas a la ropa. Estas piezas gráficas intentan siempre comunicar algún mensaje, por lo general ligado a los pueblos originarios de Latinoamérica, en específico del Perú, pero también sabemos que los pueblos originarios del Perú también pues, están ligados a pueblos originarios de todo el continente. Hay una recopilación de huaynos que graba José María Arguedas poco antes de quitarse la vida, y uno de estos huaynos lleva por título AMAPOLAY. Le canta la flor de la amapola. Creemos que también es bastante importante empezar a reconocer las otras formas de hacer economía que se han dado en Latinoamérica, que son súper importantes. Entonces también un poco que hemos buscado combinar esto, ¿no? Y en ese sentido tenemos pues ahorita un taller que es autosostenible y además también que cumple toda la cadena productiva, ¿no? O sea, el taller ingresa solo tela y sale pues la prenda elaborada, ¿no?
Claro, además no solamente somos Fer y yo, ¿no? Sino que ya somos varias gente trabajando en AMAPOLAY, y eso es bacán porque ya es una forma de, ya puedes sustentar ahí la canasta familiar de otras personas, ¿no? Y trabajamos ya también con más talleres. Y igual la cultura es tan presente en toda Latinoamérica y a la vez tan discriminada, y sentíamos que en realidad hay que revalorarla, ¿no? Por un lado es como lo estético, como, ¿no? toda esta belleza que tiene lo popular, pero por otro lado también te das cuenta que hay muchas luchas y muchas resistencias que es imposible no comunicarlas, ¿no? Es como que todo va de la mano.
El sistema y los gobiernos justamente han tratado de solamente sacar la foto de postal de toda esta belleza estética, pero sin recordar que detrás de esa belleza estética están siempre seres humanos, ¿no? Y personas que tienen diferentes luchas, que están en resistencia por el agua, por el no a la minería, por la defensa de la tierra, de la vivienda en las ciudades, ¿no? Por el derecho a la autodeterminación. Y entonces, en realidad, nosotros también siempre como tratamos de recordar eso, ¿no? Sí, esto es lindo, pero es lindo ver una mamita con una guagua en la espalda, pero detrás de la postal que hay, ¿no? Hay una persona que igual que tiene sus luchas, sus dificultades, y creo que en eso siempre hemos tratado de estar. Y bueno, después en la ciudad, en general siempre hemos estado como muy presentes con esta actividad que es la serigrafía en vivo en la calle, ¿no? En marchas, casi siempre por lo general, ¿no?
Bueno, desde que Keiko Fujimori se presenta a las elecciones, ya nosotros sentimos la necesidad de sacar una gráfica y recordar todas estas atrocidades que habían hecho en el gobierno del padre, ¿no? Y así poder nosotros colaborar desde lo que hacemos, ¿no? Nada, en realidad es lo que también vamos a hacer ahora, ¿no? O sea, llegando a Lima es lo que vamos a hacer, porque ahorita acaban de liberar a Fujimori y de hecho hay que volver a salir a las calles y nosotros aportar en las calles y con las gráficas, ¿no? Pero bueno, ahí estamos, ¿no? Y nuestra posición es clara en contra de Fujimori, ¿no?
thanks. That's a little bit of context about our work. Sorry. I'm going to share my screen now. Can you see my screen? It's okay?
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Well, we are AMAPOLAY. I'm Fernando.
I'm Carol Fernández.
Yeah, and both of us founded this collective art 15 years ago. And when we start with this work in Lima, in the main city of Peru, we mixed our heritage because our parents are from communities, Andean communities, and in case of Carl are from coast of Peru and have a lot of heritage, a lot of influences from traditional cultures in Peru. And we mix this heritage with our present because we live in a big city, we use cell phones, we use social media, and we try to come all these influences from traditional culture in Peru and mix it between this present. We are a collective. It's a self-thought art and relief print. And AMAPOLAY try to develop a graphic language. That's the goal of our work. Actually, at this time, we think it's this goal. It's in a good way right now. The use of posters and graphic design as a communication and propaganda tools in a broader sense of the word. We are collaborated with diverse groups, cultural spaces, institutions, artists, and galleries around the world, and creating our own label, and it's recognized and valued for its aesthetic and political contribution. This is so important because we think collaborated with other artists, it's so important for develop our work. We use the silk screen print technique for print making our own t-shirts, our own prints, and print everywhere, actually. We make a lot of paste up on the streets in Lima. And when we start with this project, we use the posters like a tool for communicate strong messages. We need a collaborative world. Why we need a collaborative world? Because we think this world, we only have one world. We don't have 2 planet Earths or 3 planet Earths. This is our house. This is the house of everyone. And we need more solidarity, more collaborations between people, more sustainable world. This is a mural we painted in Los Angeles with street vendors from the city. This is most of street vendors in LA are migrants, and we paint this mural in collaboration with these street workers. It is important for us because the art it's a very powerful tool for make change in the society. That's our idea about the art. These other images are about other murals in Cusco and Cantagallo. Cantagallo is a very big community in Lima, based in Lima, with Shipibo Conibo people from the Amazon forest. And these people, it's been there like 10 years ago. they are fighting for their rights. And we are support this community in different ways. Actually, for this year, we are come with a very important woman from this community. She's name is Olinda Silvano, and she is a leader in their community. She's the president of the community, actually. And right now it's share their art with in the folk art market in this year. Share is the key of collaboration. In this image, you can see Carol share the screen print technique with women from Shipibo-Conibo communities in the Amazon forest. Why share is the key of collaboration? Because when you go to a community or when you work with people from have a lot of knowledge, like these people from communities, it's so important you don't go there to teach them. It's more important you go to share. That's our philosophy about our art. And when we go to share our art, we don't only teach, we are learn too. Sorry about my English, it's not too good, but I try to communicate these ideas in my basic English. This other image is about our work in the streets with screen print, and we go with it's like a street vendor display, and we go to the streets and we share our knowledge in this technique. This is another women from Shipibo-Conibo community, and they learn this technique and put their designs in a screen print technique. This is all the women from the community and make their own designs. We have a lot of this picture because we have maybe 10 years working with these women and try to support for a better way of life in the communities. We think the mural is so powerful too for communicate and for put our message in the streets and have the power of everyone can see these murals. It's not like in a museum. You need to go to the museum and pay an entrance for going. In the mural, everyone can see and everyone can appreciate your work.
Nuevas técnicas tradicionales también.
Yeah, in this case,
técnicas populares, ¿no?
Carol want to say something and I try to translate their work.
Sí, utilizamos, perdón, no hablo inglés, pero utilizamos estas técnicas también como para difusión de toda esta cultura popular y además son técnicas que responden a nuestro contexto también como jóvenes.
We use these techniques for communicate our message and this ancestral knowledge for create new language and try to come this message for the city.
Entonces, si bien nuestras herramientas han cambiado para poder difundir, seguimos en el camino de poder comunicar todo este arte popular que hay en nuestro país y en Latinoamérica.
Actually, our techniques are not traditional techniques, but we try to use these tools, these new tools, for become tradition and stay in the present. These are some pictures into the community, Shipibo-Conibo community, and we try to develop with the women's fair into the community and invite everyone in Lima, in the main city of Peru, to come and visit the community and try to make better conditions for these women. Workshops with kids, it's so important too for us, and this is some pictures about it. Another picture with women from community, and these are some graphic pieces of our work. You can follow us on Instagram. We use this social media for share our work, and we try to share our message, and that's our final message to this day. It's so important to it's so important for us to be here. Thanks so much for this invitation, and maybe someone have questions.
So I just wanted to thank you for sharing this amazing and powerful work with us. I think that it's definitely the perfect start to our seminar. I'll see if anybody types in a question for you, but usually we have so many people online, it's hard to coordinate. Amazing work. This is from Cynthia Hathaway. It's actually maybe a comment. Especially the message of collaborative sharing and exchange. Silk screening becomes a universal binding tool, and your passion essential for a universal language and message to work. Wow, wonderful, wow. So I think that what you said about sharing is super important, and also this idea of teaching in your work. So thank you for being with us, and hope you have a good day also at the market.
Thank you so much for the invitation, Philip. Thanks to everyone for that so nice message for us. Thanks.
And I already put in the chat